Let's get down to business. I got one more night to get this. We've had millions and millions of nights just like this. Let's get down to business. That was a downloaded song that I was getting. That's what I was hearing as I was sitting down connecting with this, right? It's interesting because they got me doing a redo. My last reading was silenced. And what's interesting is I had started that reading off with the normal, welcome to my channel, I'm a divine messenger, that I normally do. And they didn't want me to do that because I was talking about how the enchantresses, okay, the dark magicians, the warlocks, that are pulling on your energy, that are harvesting off of you, that are pulling you in with their jingles, their invocations, all of the things that they're doing to pull you into their channel. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why, yes, I've gotten the tips and the different things that you can do, right? But I don't want to harvest off of people's energy. I don't want your loose energy. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. As the cards fall. I want to teach, I want to inspire. I want to find more of the authentic souls that can do just that. So I'm not looking for the ones that can start their content regurgitating the same thing, pulling my energy. I even had somebody once, like, he could feel that I was going past the fast forwarding past and was saying for me to connect more with your energy, please don't do that. Like, really? No. WTF? To you, I ain't gonna do that. So it just showed me, oh, you don't feel me pulling back my energy from you, huh? People have been pulling on my energy. You know what? The false prophets, the blocks, right? The world. You don't realize, well, you know what? Maybe they were just infiltrated, you know? And it's sad that, you know, some of the people that, you know, I wanted to help and inspire have gotten infiltrated and used, but, you know, whatever. It's this realm. It's not for the weak, right? Like, I've had them coming at me, trying to get me to, no. I'm on my divine mission work, and that will not be swayed, and I will not be stopped. And I know it bothers you that you can't, the forces that be can't stop me. They can limit me. They can shadow ban me. They can block my content. They can do all this, whatever. It's not going to stop me. It won't. Energetically, it will not stop me. It will not stop me from creating, exposing the secrets, opening up, right? How powerful it is just to be here, right? Just walking divine justice. But I see you. Yeah, you may have been able to manipulate or control my mind. Still, how powerful am I to break free from it, though? I mean, yeah, I know they dose in the skies, they dosing the foods, they're doing all of these different things, and yeah, you need to have the control to break free of all of them. So many different things, right? So I don't want to get into too much. I feel like I already have, right? In the last reading, you know, I was revealing, you know, about like how everything is being revealed. Everything is, that is what's so beautiful. Gosh, I waited for Age of Aquarius for such a long time. Such a long time. So many people starting to wake up, and I'm getting so excited, and like I want to awaken so many souls, but I've been realizing that a lot of souls just aren't meant to. This really is a time where it exposes the sheeps and the ones that, there are a lot that feel comfortable, and a lot get scared when you start revealing the truth. So those are the ones that deny the truth, you know? Or that's just a conspiracy theory, that's conspiracy theorists. Well, you know what? A conspiracy theory are the ones that are they are debating what was being told to be false. They have facts, they have evidence, they have an opinion, an idea of how that's wrong. But instead of just saying, no, you a liar, and shutting it down, they can't. Because you are showing otherwise. You're being a conspiracy theorist. You have an idea, you have power, you have knowledge, you have intelligence. That's why they can't shut it down. That's why otherwise you'd just be a liar, whatever. So those are the ones that fascinate me. The other truth seekers, the others that are looking for the intelligence and the secrets. You know, when I was a little girl, I wanted to work for the FBI or work under the president. I wanted to do something because I wanted to be able to have access to hidden knowledge. I wanted to be able to know the inner workings of the secret in the universe. But little did I know that just wanting that knowledge and seeking for it, that it was going to come to me. The secrets are there for the ones that want to receive it. Doesn't matter your position, doesn't matter the job as you have in this workforce matrix, this realm. That's why somebody once said, like, oh, you don't want to work for the job force matrix, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, then how are you going to survive? How are you going to do all this? Breaking free from that parasite, first of all, that they say is controlling about 80% of, globally, of humankind. That parasite that puts you in survival mode. Breaking free of that. There's always all these tests, all these things. Everything is trying to conform me to this matrix. It's like they don't like the divergence, as I call them. The ones that break free, break through. But there are some that are so powerful that they can't assassinate them. They can't take them out. They've tried. And then when they realize they can't, they try to infiltrate all of the people that they possibly can to get to them, to hurt them, to destroy them. Yeah, they know this. Some of the most powerful souls on this planet, you wouldn't even know because they're walking among you. You wouldn't even know. You'd think that they would be in positions of power. No. Well, they weren't. They're about to be. New divine assignments are being assigned. We're on a next level, baby. We're fast tracking. Things are changing. The powers, the controllers are changing. They don't realize that. They've been doing everything they possibly can to try to stop the ones from elevating their power. Well, okay. So, full disclosure is definitely, this is such a beautiful time. I know I'm a little bit scattered. It's a portal day. It is officially the 27th of September. So, in numerology, it's a 9. So, we have this major frequency of 999 closing out, especially in the year of a 9, in the year of a snake. That's why Snake Eyes, the movie, is so significant. So much is revealed in that movie. It is riddled with all sorts of things, right? What you do, girlie? Let me see it. Well, be careful. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so anyway, that movie is riddled with all sorts of things. And not to mention just that the man in the beginning is assassinated on September 10th, the same day as Charlie Kirk. The man's name is Charles Kirkland. Not to mention, he was highly established, a very important person, stirring up a lot of attention, right, in a public setting. He was also shot in the neck. Let's see. Okay, it's fixed, baby. So not to mention that, right? Too planned out, right? I mean, I know they can plan that out, but there's so many other just things in the movie. And if you watch the movie, it's literally about time travel in a way. And it's, they go back showing you the different scenes and how they could have been, and the different ways to see things, right? And if you look at like the made up place that they're holding this high streaming event, Powwow Millennium. There's also a book, A Powwow Millennium, by the author Powell, I believe, and Millennium's the name of the book, where it talks about time travel and things being changed and altered, right? And seeing things in a different way. Yeah. They're showing me so many different things and how things are staged out and planned. Okay, and just the different things, to the blood money at the beginning of the movie, to the voltage coming from the hand, this, you know, and the volt, the lightning symbol that what happened to be on Charlie Kirk's stand on the day of his assassination. The only time it had that bolt, right? On top of that, which represents like the Luciferian symbol. I shared something on my Facebook. I was saying you should go over to my Facebook and take a look. I share a lot of things, and I get a lot of downloads, right? Because my galactic guides, right, connect with me a lot. So I do a lot more of postings and sharing information than just YouTube. Okay, so there is something with that. And then the Powell organization, I should have gotten my notes, right? Where if you look that up, it's something about the infrastructure of technology and all of that, innovative ways. There's so many different things, right? So definitely, you guys, it's there to investigate if you're ready to receive it. There's just so much. And I know I shared a little short just of some of the things, right? Oh, and not to mention the box office stating that the executioner that was playing's name was Tyler. Same name as the man that executed an assassin, supposedly. Charlie, right? I say supposedly because I've seen the footage of the $40,000 projection screen that they pulled down shortly after his assassination, that people are streaming that virally all over. You know, that's what I mean. There's too many. And not to mention Snake Eyes, it says, believe not all what the eyes see, right? Underneath the headline of that movie. This was planned out. It was played out. It was meant to be. It's all part. It's like the final, you know what I mean? Like exposure. The truth is there. The controllers are exposing themselves as that, right? And if you realize that the true evil, the control, the Antichrist, everybody taught everything, it's money. It's control. That's what it is, letting it control you, letting the money. The movie was made in Atlantis, what am I saying? Atlanta City, which if you look up Atlanta City, we'll keep wanting to say Atlantis, right? Something significant about that, and I keep pulling this deck has been standing out to me so much, which is about Atlantis and the mermaids, right? But Atlanta, right? It's like the major city. It's like also known as like, not like Sin City, but that's what I was hearing, Sin City. But Sin City is LA, but this is mainly like the city for like entertainment and harvesting and, you know, pulling off your leash energy. And the most powerful force is like your life force energy, okay? And them harvesting off of that energy, the entertainment industry, and like your energy is worth money. Your time is worth money, right? That's why I was saying be careful the time that you give, right? But it's all this big show. But how everything that you purchase too, like, and they were showing me this, like every single thing that you purchase has a barcode on it, right? I mean, I don't know, here or whatever, right? But the 3 lines that stand out in a barcode that are longer than the rest, you know, all of those increments when reading it numerically or whatever, numbers represent 6s. 666. In time, the construct of a clock, if you take every opposite number was opposite from 1 and you circle them and you look at the numerology of each figure of each of those numbers, it's 6. 666. There's so much that's controlled into this realm with the 6s. Okay, and just the control of time, the control of everything, it's all with this vibration. Like it's falling apart when you decipher it, when you figure it out. That's why when you want the true tricks and keys and codes in this universe, like you learn numerology. You learn that everything has numerical, the numbers, the frequency, that everything is sacred geometry, and you start to see the shapes and the symbols upon everything. You start to see. But that's what I mean when you stop letting money control you. I mean, yeah, money can be controlled. It is a frequency, it is a vibration. But do you not see the darkness that with the control and the lacquer and all of that, right? There's so many different things that are coming out. That's what I mean. And a lot of the things that I'm disclosing literally are just within the first 10 minutes of the movie. And just the first 10 minutes. That's what I mean. There's something about that. That's why, like, I was starting to investigate it just a little bit, but I only have so much time today. But this being a portal day, like, I wanted more messages to come across. And, like, it all fell apart once I got into the tarot, right? But what they were showing me was judgment in this deck. And the portal cards that are on it. Like, the vortexes, it's... the secrets are revealed to the ones that want to find them, right? Like, look at that. And the sword reflecting the truth. Like, the truth shall set you free. There's so much, Princess of Swords, like the Page of Swords, about uncovering. Like, look at this. There's so many, like, coming out of the box, coming out of the portal, disconnecting from electronic devices and all of that, Like, that's why like, their cell phones, right? They jail you to them. They control you. You know how much time those phones and devices pull on your life force energy? What am I at? 1650. I see. I wanted to get into more cards and messages, but so much has just been coming through with channelings, right? The Lovers keeps coming out. But see, they want everybody in those devices and controlled and tracking. So there's something about breaking out. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Recognizing the patterns. So there was something very powerful with red too. I'm trying to bring up the stuff, some of it that they want to bring back up that was in that recording where the volume completely was disconnected. Shut up. There's no reason for it. Other than maybe I disclosed too much. Right when I started it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this red vibration, put on this red shirt. A red motorbike went racing by. Never seen it before down the street. Everything is significant that I talk about in the reading. The red was popping to me very strongly. There's something very much about red. Okay? And we'd seen, I was holding the Emperor card too when I was talking about the red. Even the red with the tower. And the lightning bolts, did I talk about that? The Luciferian symbol is on the electrical fence on the hand. That stood out to me. That was the first thing that I noticed when I was watching the movie last night. So I'm like, let me watch this movie and see what stands out to me. And just like the sacred geometry and the shapes, like everything is popping. The Four of Wands. I don't know, I only have a few minutes available left for this. Sometimes my things come through very scattered on portal days as I'm a gatekeeper, so there's a lot that I do on these portal days. So to try to channel and deliver messages, sometimes they're all over the place. But I love to teach and get stuff out on these days, right? So I still try. But definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not, so you can catch more of my content. But come back daily and look for my uploads, because I know that the promotion of my channel, right, we keep it under the radar over here, I've been told. Right, so yeah, it's set up a certain way. If you come into alignment with my content, then you're on this leading edge of consciousness. You're ready to awaken to higher levels, advancing yourself. You're not one of just a sheep conforming. You're not one sitting there watching the same content every day. Like, so many of the readers give the exact same message. over and over and over again. They need to stop. So many people are stuck. Like, that's how you break out of this. You break out of your routine, your cycles, doing things differently. That's what meditating is about. Did you know that? Shutting off your recycled thoughts where you're not just being controlled. You clear the mind where then you get new thoughts, new ways, downloads, connecting. You're breaking away from familiarity, right? So, if you come into alignment with my content, you're wanting that new stuff. You're wanting to find out the secrets to the universe. That's why I give you galactic guidance over here. And I'm a galactic goddess, very much a time traveler. You know, when you learn to astral travel and all of that, like I came here, I'm on mission work to awaken as many souls as I can, to enlighten you, but you have to do the work yourself. You have to find the way. All that I can do is come into alignment with you, right? But you have to be the one that's ready to advance your soul, okay? So anyways, it's such a beautiful time. And pay attention to who you align with, because I'm not the only one out there that you come into an alignment with. There are so many others that come into an alignment to activate, to awaken certain things with you, energetically exchange keys and codes, right? Just don't get hung up on the bots, okay? On the matrix agents, on the foot soldiers, or just the ones that are controlled and